Hello everyone, welcome back. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2, they're in the link description below, so please check those out before checking this video out, where I continue my embarrassing confession. Now, I did eventually lose my virginity, and when I did, I learnt that sex isn't everything. And if you have to know, it wasn't with a virgin before that happened, alright? But I had to discover what was so wrong with my point of view back then. And while I was studying at college, one of the college deans pulled a Bible quote out in the middle of worship, and it hit me as to how extreme and vicious I was towards people that not only hurt me, but also to the people that really needed my help. And by people that really needed my help, I mean the girls that were called sluts by the guys that slept with them, and then the very next day decided to treat them like garbage by calling them sluts. But also from self-righteous guys who were just angry that they couldn't get any. And I was also in that camp as well. Because when you hear a lie enough times, eventually you start to believe it's true, and it gets buried in your point of view. So despite my resistance, I was actually corrupted in a way by my bullies, and I started to believe in the same things they did. Now, this is going to be a first for this show, because I'm pulling out the Bible. And it's the amplified version, if you need to know. Sorry. Okay, so the chapters are Exodus 22, verses 16 to 17. I at least remember the verses because I knew I had to. If a man seduces a virgin not betrothed and lies with her, he shall surely pay a dowry for her to become his wife. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money equivalent to the dowry of virgins. I can't remember what the worship was about. But what I do remember is the thought that entered my mind, given to me by God when I did hear it. And this is what God said to me. What does that make you? Upon reflection, my answer was just as bad as the guys who objectify women and see them as sex objects and use them as such. Because I viewed virginity as an object and as a symbol of pride. And in that moment, I realized that all this time I'd been wrong. I was horrified as to how close I was to being as cruel and misogynistic as all those other guys. And I had to change my point of view and change it fast. So to all the women out there who needed me to be the gentleman that when they needed me, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm embarrassed by the way I behaved. And if you're one of those girls out there who is giving yourself to any guy for whatever reason, and you're just doing it to get their respect, don't. Like, you owe them nothing. And when you say no to them, the content of their character will be revealed. And if they don't respect your decision, I don't need to tell you how to respond. And you owe guys like Elliot, Rodger, nothing. Now, my message to the guys that are frustrated and don't get much at all. I know what it's like to be lonely and rejected. But I also know what it's like to be in that dark, selfish place with corrupting thoughts. And I don't know if Elliot went to look for help. I don't think he did. But I did. And I'm going to conclude by making a call to everyone who watches this, who has been in similar situations to myself and Elliot. If you're in this dark, depressing place and you're being corrupted by your own thoughts, get help. If you want, you can drop me an email. But better yet, I would suggest you find someone you can trust, that you can talk to, that will not judge you, And if you fail that, or if you think that's not going to work, find a counselor or a psychologist. There are people who want to help. Even if you think there aren't, there are. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to find these people. Quick internet search, they'll be in your area. Alright. Finally, guys, look, you do deserve to be loved. And but you also need to understand that you need to give love first. Not sex, love. And if you don't know how, well, I suggest you take the advice I've already given. Find a counsellor. So, thank you for listening, and I hope we can all come out stronger and have a brighter outlook because of this. Thank you.